talk about the solution.
Right. Yeah. Let's go straight to the silver linings
Exactly.
and offer our viewers what are the things that they can do.
Right. Now, the first solution that I think everyone should consider is you should build a plan.
Right.
The keyword is build.
Correct.
Right. So it just doesn't appear like that, right? So yes, build. You have to take stock. How do you build a plan? You have to take stock of your current financial resources.
Correct.
Now, not everybody has the same pockets, lah.
That's right.
Right. Let's be fair, right? We said earlier, some people earn more, some people earn less. But we all know it's not about how much you can earn.
Yes.
It's how much you can save.
Correct.
That's the first.
That's the first
And
thing.
not only that, whatever that you save, can you make it work harder for you?
Correct.
So that takes a bit of thought. It's not something done on random thing, right? So please, seek help, right?
Yes.
Advisors, planners, or even friends who have experience, ask for the opinion, right? Now, if you're risk adverse, folks, you can put into a safe place like
Correct.
SSBN,
Yes.
right? Gives you
Yes.
at least a 4% return,
Yes.
right? Even ASN or ASW
Yes.
gives you about 6%, right? So if you're risk adverse, and of course, if you are a bit more adventurous, you can actually venture into stocks and real estate and whatnot, what if. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to save and measure up according to your ability and make sure that it grows with you.
Correct. And if I may also just add to what Evan said, make sure that your plans that you have is specific.
Right.
Don't keep it to generality and go back to the myth that we mentioned just now. You need to be specific, guys. Please be as detailed as possible. The more detailed you are, the better it is.
Exactly.
To save.
Which comes to the next part of the solution, whereby you need to identify the main variables, right?
Right.
Now, what kind of course?
Yes.
Which university? Which country?
Yes.
Right. So you have to be, as what Joe says, as specific as possible.
Right.
And there are so many data and brochures out there that gives you an indicator. What are the tuition fees? What are the living costs?
Right.
And there's so many things that you can actually mix and match, right?
Right.
And from there, you have a good indicator. Can I afford this?
Yes.
Right. In the worst case scenario, where am I able to see myself? Right, and of course, making sure that your savings ability, your investment ability. So you have to match a few factors in. Joe. Some people, they want to send their children to UK. Right, I've had so many cases, right, whereby they sell their house, they liquidate their investments and retirement funds, right, and then guess what? Things doesn't work out. Right. So guys, you've got to measure up, make sure that you're not trying to live up to the Jones.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Be realistic, right? Plan well, seek help, right? And make sure your money works hard, right? So that's one thing I can actually advise, right? And of course, one of another solution that I would say is that make sure that you have a separate and specific financial instrument for financing your education.
Yes.
Now, do not put everything into one cookie jar.
Yeah. I think you have to stop doing this.
Right.
You have to break it down and create multiple saving channels. It is the savings purposes is very specific.
Exactly.
For example, when we plan for our clients, if they want to plan for a cancellation of a specific debt, that policy is for just that.
Right.
If they want to cover something for their medical expenses, then a medical card policy will be just that. We will try not to actually to double dip and triple dip all in one policy, because it becomes very difficult and complicated later on.
Joe, messy is one thing, yeah, but you see, it's interesting that you brought in the medical thing, right? You see, a lot from my experience, I've met so many people that when they save for the children, right, they're very good in that, but they don't have a good medical insurance, right? So what happens when there is a medical emergency?
Right.
Guess what?
Exactly.
Exactly. Because it's one plan for all, right?
Yes.
So what happens? So they will upfront the money to pay the medical bills.
Right.
And medical bills are not a few hundred or few thousand ringgits, right? It's in tens or hundreds of thousands of ringgits, right? So most of these parents hope that settle this first.
Correct.
And we hope
we have some more time to accumulate back. Work harder lah.
Exactly. And we'll somehow make it towards the end.
Right.
That's where the danger comes.
Right. I've also seen, Evan, that some insurance policies is an education plan, but it's tied with a medical card. I find that it's also a big mismatch,
right?
Because the savings portion is tied to a medical rider, which is expensive, and it drains your savings over time.
Right.
When there is a price increase.
Right.
And at the end, you will realize, hey, where did my savings go?
Exactly. So the point is simple. Make sure that you keep it simple in the sense that make sure that if it's for education, it's for
purely for education. Correct.
Don't mix and match other
That's
things.
right. That's right.
So that's how you build a good, solid, sustainable education plan.
Correct. Now, if you need more information about that, you can always, comment in the comment box or DM us in our social media accounts, and we'll be able to explain to you more in detail, obligation free.
That's right.
Now, for the last one, and I think this is probably what Malaysians are already doing, but I think there is a twist to it. So we always hear this: start early, start small, commit, and review consistently. Now, I think the key thing that is missing is consistency.
Correct.
They always have no problem starting, but they always have problem being consistent.
That's right.
Right? It's some people I think also will not be able to, did not really know that they can actually make their money work harder for them by using financial tools that you mentioned just now. So these are things that I think, guys, now that you know, you can actually look around, speak to your advisors, and speak to us. We can actually show you options that are available. There are things that is available in the market right now that can help you to prepare for long-term plan or even a short-term plan. It's available, but it's on the basis of whether you need it now or you need it later.
That's right.
You have to be very clear with your advisors. Let us know, keep us posted, and we will be able to advise you.
That's right.
Right? So 4 key takeaway points. First, build a specific plan, as specific as possible. Right? There's no harm being detailed. The second point is identify the key variables that you need to consider, the courses. Now, with the power of internet nowadays, information is at your fingertips. It's just a click away.
That's right.
And create a separate and a specific financial instrument to finance your child's education. And last, as long as you start early and start small, please remember there's also commitment and consistency. We hope that this show has brought value to you. If it did, please click the like button and subscribe button, and you will be able to get future updates from all of us. Till then, this is Joe Raj.
I'm Aaron G.
Take care. Have a great week. God bless. Bye.